Good morning, citizens of Tetris. It's your sick pal, Van Dweller. And I am back. Still alive, believe it or not. Still alive with more classic Tetris Monthly Masters event for January 2025. What we've got for you today is the top 16 of the red bracket. So I'm still sick, still getting over it. I'm eating soup right now. I've got vegetable minestrone. Minestrone? Minestrone. I don't know. Whatever. It's vegetable soup from a jar from Rayo's. It's good. Needs salt though and pepper, but it's good. But it's helping a lot. So anyway, I'm up early to bring you Tetris. Yes, indeed, Tetris. What we are all here to do is to watch Tetris, and well, some of us are here to play Tetris, some of us here are to present Tetris, but it all revolves around Tetris. These are the first things I've said today, so this is apparently the voice I've got, but we're gonna get through it. First match is going to be the actual normally second match, going to be NEK0 versus DENGLER will be the first match that we're doing today, and then we're going to do Dog Playing Tetris versus IDKIRBY. And then the third match will be the winners of these two matches. Now, later today, we're going to do the last of our preliminary brackets, and that's going to be the green bracket. That will be Tristop and Sodium SV versus Chiller. That's going to be 5 p.m. Texas time, which is 23 UTC. So that will be happening later. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but somehow we'll get through it together. Lashal, thanks for the Prime resub, 26 months. Appreciate that. But first, we're going to do NEK0, DENGLER, Dog Playing Tetris, and Kirby. How many hours from now? That's going to start 7 hours from now. Add 7. Okay, let's take a look at the rules. This is the Masters event. You guys know all the rules. I'm going to read the ones that are important right now, which is level 18 starts. Make sure your 39 super kill screen is turned on. We will be using same presets re-rolled in between each game of the match. And that's it. I mean, those are the important rules. I don't know why I read the other ones, but I guess I do. And make sure your game is vanilla. Okay, let's take a look at the prizes. Right now, the prize pool currently stands at $1,500 and $00. So $1,500. Thanks so much to those of you who have contributed so far. We are 3/4 of the way to our $2,000 top 8 incentive. We can pay the top 8 if we get to 2,000. If we don't get to 2,000, I keep it all. So no, I'm just kidding. We pay the top 4. So right now we're paying the top 4. We would love to get $500 more, which will enable us to pay the top 8, which is very good and motivating for the players. Prize pool is very motivating to the players, and paying more players is good. So if you want to make sure the players keep practicing, keep showing up, the prize pool is the way to do that. We don't need 10,000. I don't want 10,000. 2,000 a month is great. That is perfect. Okay, and then that's how to support the players. Oh, how do you do that? You use the Matcherino command in chat if you're watching live. So use that Matcherino command. That'll bring up 2 links. The first one is the one to the Masters event. Click on that. It'll bring you to the landing page for the tournament with our partner Matcherino. You log in. It's easy. It's right. You got a Twitch or a YouTube. Super easy to log in. And then top right hand corner, there'll be a button that says contribute. Click on that and go from there. So anyway, 500. If you haven't contributed so far, it'd be a great time to start. Believe me. Okay, if you want to support the channel, now why would you want to do that? You don't need, it'll just continue to exist with nobody helps, right? It'll just go on and on forever because that's how things work, right? Patreon.com/monthlytetris if you want to provide us ongoing, regular, recurring, predictable support. It allows us to look into the future and say, yes, we can continue to operate. That's important. Those of us contributing right now and supporting us, well, those of you, Scott Gray 76, K9 watching Tacnerus. K9 watching Tacnerus. That would be weird. Corporal 381 shall be satisfied. Cat 91 J in the window. Troy Dan. Excuse me. Kim S. And the sticker and double sticker club level members, community level members. Thank you so much. Patreon.com/monthly Tetris. All right, I'm just going to go over to the Masters bracket scene blind. I don't know what's going on. It could be a mess. We're going to look. All right, well, Dengler is there. And then approximately 1/30th of NEK0 is there too. Let's get all this reset. There's that. It's 0. It is round top 16. And then we'll mess with the NEK0. You just see a little NEK0 wafer on the screen, but we will fix that. There's NEK0. All right, looks like we're just about ready to start. I haven't fully established in my own mind what the thing is next to Dengler is. Is it weight plates? It's a very nifty side table. It looks like a pile of money, right? Like it looks like a giant quarter with like a serrated edge there. Looks like a pile of like pennies and dimes. And a quarter on top or something. Pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna give the players our pieces, or our players the pieces. I sound better. Oh, I feel like I sound the worst. I'm not good. Okay. 1C FC D6. 1C FC D6. Oh, and then the controller, guys. The infamous orange controller. So controversial. Wasn't allowed in the early rounds of CT12. You know, CT12 so precious and security conscious. They wouldn't allow the golden controller from Dengler. But here at CTM, we could use any controller so long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used. So anyway, I am still very, very far under the weather, so please forgive everybody for my voice, or if I have to take extended stretches of silence because coughing or worse. All right, the pieces are going to be 1C, FC, D9. If there's a moderator in chat, and God knows I sound normal. Oh, I don't sound normal at all. But thanks. If there's a moderator in chat who can pin the seed, thank you, Commodore Friday. Certainly have enough moderators in chat who can pin the seed. Let me refresh both the streams, make sure we're caught up. Have I been to the doctor? The doctor. Imagine going to the doctor. There's not that much money coming in Patreon. I can't go to the doctor. I'll get over it. All right, pieces players 1C, FC, D9. We would like to begin. Make sure your 39 super kill screen is turned on. It is. All right, looks like both players are ready for the Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event. Top 16, red bracket, NEK0 and DENGLER. Let's get them started in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And these are the same pieces, right? They are. These are not the same pieces. These are not the same pieces, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and top out. Yeah, you're on different seats. DENGLER, you were off. No, NEK0 was off. You guys were not on the same seats. That's okay. We're gonna put in some new pieces here. 1D9A E4. Now I gotta do the intro all over again. I didn't use the seat checker. It's my fault. I was rushing a little bit. And then why don't I have DENGLER on seed very well? I don't know why. I mean, on stencil. Let me just fix that. All right, maybe that'll help. All right, now I'm gonna use the seed checker. The one time, all right, so I got owned by the seed checker. 1D9A E4, my fault. The one time I don't look, of course. All right, it is Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event, red bracket, top 16, NEK0 and DENGLER. Let's go, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. This is definitely the first time that we are starting this game one between these two players, NEK0 and DENGLER. All right, we are definitely on the same seed this time. DENGLER doing a better job than I am doing of keeping track of CTM. So on the left side, it is NEK0. NEK0 has made now, what, 5 Masters event appearances, including his Masters event debut in August 2024. He's coming out of the 6th seed out of Russia with a PB of 5.15 million. His Masters event debut is against Miles. The very next month, he made the top 8. Went out versus Dog. He was second in CT Russia in 2023. So starting to become a regular here in the Masters event, NEK0. Highly skilled. And again, there's a lot of players who have, you know, at the time, it didn't feel like a lot of players were sort of rising in 2024. But now as I start to, you know, think about who made big leaps forward, there were a lot of players who did make big leaps forward. NEK0, one of them. You know, Eyeball, big leaps forward. Meme. So definitely there are players who are on the rise. NEK0, one of them. We'll see what he can do today. He is the 6th seed. Got an average qualifier of 1.529 million. That was his average of his 2 best results, playing for an hour over a 39 capped game. 235 for NEK0, 253 for DENGLER. And speaking of DENGLER, that's DENGLER on the right side. Coming in at seed number 11 out of the USA with a PB, at least when I checked, 5.43 million. Good for 13th overall, so the 13th and 14th overall ranked PB players here on our screen. Where's my DENGLER notes? Oh, yeah. Anyway. Of course, you know DENGLER as the author of the first ever perfect max out, basically no burn. Max out all Tetrises the entire way. He's made the semis 2 times, both of those happening in late 2024. Was the winner of the Northeast Regional in 2024, made it to the top 4 in CTWC 2024 and in the top 8 in 2023. So Dengler looking to make a run here. NEK0, 376, 416 for Dengler. NEK0, of course, finishing in the top 6, so this is his first match in this overall tournament. He earned a 2-round bye, so earned his way directly into the top 16. Dengler, in virtue of finishing 9th through 16th, did have to play an earlier match and beat Andre on his way here, but defended his spot in that top 16, is now here facing NEK0. 435 NEK0, 492 for Dengler. Again, apologies for my voice, guys. I'm just really a total mess. Vandy, did I see that? Unfortunately, I was doing the intros and I had to read stuff, so probably missed a little bit of action. What did I miss? Oh, NEK0 beat Portal twice to win this year's CT Russia. Oh, that was not on my thing. Oh, I missed a line spin. See, they're always line spinning right during my intro, so I miss it. These horrible, horrible people. 549 NEK0, 15 lines away from that 19 transition. 585 for Dengler. So Dengler 36,000 points ahead. .631 for Dengler. Both players really pacing here. NEK0 on track potentially for, yeah, there it is, a 600K transition. He's 1 line away. Board's going to be a little awkward, though, with 5 lines of garbage over that where his Tetris well would be. So he's going to go to work on that. Oh, nice delay. Oh, NEK0 is going to go for the dirty, but yeah, has to abort mission very quickly, but able to get this board back in order pretty darn quickly. So over 600K transitions for both of our players into 19. Long bar over to the left side for Dengler to fill in and just prioritize board health over getting that Tetris. He's got a good double wide well over his Tetris well, so he can afford to sort of take the moment to shore up his board. And after some delay, gets a long bar for the Tetris. And another one, 768 for Dengler, 707, now 734 for NEK0. So they're 1 line apart and about 34,000 points apart. It's about a Tetris and a half. Tetris NEK0, 761, 797 for Dengler. Frisco Steve with the Prime sub. Thank you very much. Also, DJ Mr. Burrow with the Prime subs. So those Prime subs coming out. Dengler setting up the Vits with the J piece in column 8-9. Jasmine, if she were here, she would be screaming. Tetris NEK0, 849. There's a Tetris Dengler, 888. Tetris NEK0, 880. So really, these 2 players pacing hard right now. For my soup here to keep me company. And then, as soon as the soup is over, it's coffee time. This early. I'm kind of on that degenerate sleep schedule, you know, like waking up at noon. And then like trying to go to bed at like 9 and then just reading for 5 hours. Trying to sleep, but can't do it. It's my sleep schedule right now. 987 Dengler uncovers the right side well. We're 30 lines away from the 29 transition for the speed. will double and yet still be playable, if that's even fathomable. Max out here for both players on 26 and 27. All right, my soup's starting to get cold, so it's not as helpful. B26 for Dengler. That's a 1.1 million. After the 900,000s, we get to a million. It starts to use letters. Dengler filling in the middle of the stack there instead of taking the Tetris. Seen that a couple times from Dengler. B65. Can't argue with it. Got results. 1.2 million transition for Dengler off the back of that 600K transition. So B42 for NEK0 on 29. So NEK0 back by about 90,000 points. Dengler ahead by like 5 or 6 lines. Tetris NEK0 B95. Tetris Dengler C90. Tetris NEK0 C33. So, all right, NEK0 now was pretty close in lines. All right, now is pretty close in lines and separated by about 50,000 points. Center well Tetris for Dengler. So NEK0 back by about maybe a Tetris and a half when the lines are close. So he's gonna have to make this up. And here's Dengler now. I'm gonna put some weight over that left side. So this could be a little bit of that opening that NEK0 needs to try to catch up. Tetris NEK0. E08 NEK0, yes, is now in the lead. So took advantage of that slowdown from Dengler to take the lead. He's up by 9,000 points. There's another Tetris for NEK0. Mari with the tier 1 fan level membership on YouTube. Thank you, Mari. Good timing. E25 for Dengler. E71 for NEK0. Dengler with a Tetris. E70. They're just a few thousand points apart. This is going to go to the wire here in game 1. NEK0 trying to hold out, does hold out, gets a Tetris F24. Dengler's board is breaking down. He's going to top out at E74, and NEK0 comes from behind late or in the kind of middle post 29 phase to overcome Dengler's lead, put the pressure on him, and take that game number 1. GG's to you, NEK0. Holy moly. That's game 1. NEK0's got the rollover now. And he's got the 1.7. He's going for one more, but let's see if he's going to get it. Oh, he might, and he does. And he's got the 1.8 million NEK0. Just your casual Sunday morning 1.8, although it's probably Sunday night for NEK0, but just a regular, Sunday morning 1.8 million. No problem. Jeez. All right. Let's get these players some new pieces. When you're ready, if you need to take a moment, you can. 66C92F. Dengler was ahead the entire game up until that middle time. The NEK0 just kept on coming and put the pressure on. Adam Irish, thanks to the raid party 6. Get some more of that soup. Man, soup really loses something when it's supposed to be hot, and then it's not. All right. Looks like both players are ready. I know I must check the seed checker. Otherwise, I'll get burned like I did earlier. Can you believe it? What's up, hats? All right, both players ready. Game number 2. I'll give NEK0 his point in a moment. Let's get him started, though, in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Here it is. All right, starting off the OIO. OIO. Yeah, this is Skibbity Sigma OIO, whatever. Sense. All right, I wasted my precious, limited voice today to say Skivity Sigma Ohio. You believe it? All right, Tetris NEK0 114. There's one for Dengler 94,000. People keep saying I sound better. To me, I sound worse. To me, like in my own head, this is the worst I've sounded. What did I say? It's something, I watch the news on YouTube, just like stupid clips or whatever. There's a clip from the Today Show where there's like a middle school science teacher who comes in and reports on what the kids are saying, so like all Gen Alpha slang or whatever. What was the one that I heard? Was it raise your yeah? What the heck is that? What does that mean? Or yeah or whatever it is. What is that? They aren't saying that, are they? What is that? 210 for Dengler, 190 for NEK0. I don't believe that that's a thing. I think it's teachers making it up. Tetris for Dengler, 234. 236 NEK0. Nobody's saying that. Well, Doozy, you're far from the cultural center of the world, right? American middle schools. Or I guess people are just calling like any group of people chat, right? So you walk into a room and you say like, hey, what's good, chat? Hey, chat. You just call like your family sitting in the living room, you call them chat. Like they're the chat in a live stream. 327 for Dengler. I didn't know that was happening. $355 for Dengler. Oh no, Dengler spiring now and displeased. 357 for NEK0, 356 for Dengler. All right, so the dig from Hades for Dengler right now. It's going to allow NEK0 to pile in a bunch of Tetrises. 427 for him, 372 for Dengler. NEK0. All right, so Dengler is substantially down stacked here, so we should be able to start. But this has allowed NEK0 to come out to almost a 100,000 point lead. Mango. All right, finally here, Tetris for Dengler, 402. Just about the same line count, 93,000 point lead for NEK0. You notice Dengler with the orange controller. Slightly thicker than the standard controller, but my understanding it's a 3D printed controller, which the purpose of it is not to be a thicker controller, but it is to, if you look at the back of that thing, there's like these like little pressure screws that you can turn with your hands. You can actually open up the entire controller without a screwdriver. And the back has these like pressure, I don't know, these big screws that you can use open with your thumb and your finger, used to open the controller and also adjust sort of the pressure for which the controller is sealed, which can affect the feel of the controller. So look at that, controller innovations. 579 for NEK0, 543 for DENGLER. That's what he wants me to think. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he's got electronical turbo in there. All right, Tetris for DENGLER, 595. I'm not ready for what's coming. I mean, I've been doing this for 7 or 8 years, and I've seen everything. I'm ready for anything that's coming. Don't worry. Abe has been around for a year and is telling me that I'm not ready for what's coming. Come on now. 651 for DENGLER, 672 for NEK0. All right, NEK0 set up here, 700. DENGLER is back in the lead. He's been working one row off the bottom for a while. Yeah, not even a year. Well, I was being kind. All right, DENGLER here. I think he was trying to find a dirty Tetris setup to get out of this, but well, he might still yet here. Long bar over Tetris DENGLER. So he's trying to keep hang on to that lead, but he's not gonna be able to do it. NEK0 now back in the lead here, level 25. DENGLER again, still working one row off the bottom. I mean, like almost the entire game. All right, he's gonna force into a couple of burns here. NEK0 in the lead by less than a Tetris, but he's also has like 6 lines in hand. All right, Tetris for DENGLER, 886, 913 for NEK0. Long bar over Tetris DENGLER, 920. He's got the nominal lead. NEK0 gonna get it back. So they're just trading the lead back and forth. NEK0 with, 5 or 6 lines in hand. Tetris NEK0 max out on 27. All right, DENGLER is into 29. He's at A11. NEK0 A86. Gonna have to take a slightly high board into 29. He's burning it down though. He's opening up the right side well, waiting on the bar, getting reestablished. Tetris NEK0 B39 A93 for DENGLER. Again, NEK0 has a few lines in hand, and he's got the lead by about 50,000 points. Long bar over Tetris DENGLER. NEK0 bringing this down. DENGLER board climbing a little bit, working it down. He's got to open up that left side. Oh, that S to the right, just fatal. And DENGLER can't get it over. He's going to top out at B44. And NEK0 is good. NEK0 is kind of topping out just almost at that same sequence. Not that exact piece, but same lines, which is crazy. But he was very slightly ahead. And that is the difference. So that early kind of burning sequence for DENGLER might have been the difference here. Anyway, NEK0 is going to go up 2 games to none. All right, we got to finish up this soup. It's good soup. All right, player's going to take a moment here. We'll run an ad. Why not? All right, let's get these players their pieces. All right, this is basically gazpacho now. Jinshi Cheng says, what are you talking about? You get in here and you compete with these players, for goodness sakes. Dummy. Get out of here. So let's see how you do on level 35. Dummy. Don't worry about it. All right. Did I give them pieces? D1, 2A6. Did I give them pieces? Yeah. D1, 2A6, 5. All right. I'm going to check the seeds when I get a chance. D1, 2A65. D1, 2A65. All right. I'm ready when the players are ready. D1, 2A65. All right. Let's get them started. Game number 3 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh, yeah. Well, how many 1.8s do you have? How many? Tell me how many 1.8s you have. God. That's a guy in the YouTube chat. Well, of course it's a guy in the YouTube chat. Of course it is. Where else would they be? Guy's got to be trolling me. Guy's got to be trolling me. I mean, no offense to the rest of you YouTube people, but, you know, the quality, let's say, varies widely. All right, long bar over Tetris, Dengler. It's going to help him bring this down here in the early goings. NEK0 with kind of a trashy start here. Oh, no, and he's going to miss with that T. What can NEK0 do? He's trying to get cute with that, like a reverse kind of left side JD spin, and that is going to fail. No, what was his top out score, Dengler? Please keep playing, because I didn't see his score. He kind of, I think one Tetris here from Dengler would do it, and there's a long bar over for, all right, we're going to call it for Dengler. Dengler, that's good. You are good. So a gift. So a gift given from NEK0 to Dengler. All right, let's get these players some new and hopefully better pieces. Nine eight CA73. Both players ready. I'm checking the seeds. I got it now. I've been caught. All right, both players good. And game 4 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. All right, IJI. Perfect clear for NEK0 with the single perfect clear. You don't see the single perfect clear very often, but there it was. All right, Tetris, Dengler, 51,000, 47,000 for NEK0. There's a Tetris for him. And Dengler answers back. So game number 4. NEK0 with that early top out in game number 3. It's going to give A little bit of breathing room here for Dengler. All right, Tetris NEK0 167, 147 for Dengler. There's a Tetris for him, 169. And remember, if you're watching live, use the Matcherino command that will allow you to open up the prize pool page with our partner Matcherino, allow you to contribute to that prize pool. Our goal is $2,000 every single month. That allows us to pay the top 8 a reasonable amount. Tetris Dengler 240, 253 for NEK0. There's Tetris for both. It is the red bracket, right? So I am allowed to call someone in chat an idiot, right? Isn't that allowed if it's the red bracket? I guess I am feeling a little feisty today. $345 for NEK0, $332 for Dengler. There's a Tetris NEK0, there's one Dengler. So they're just humming along. All right, soup is done. Now it's coffee time. Just alternating hot and cold liquids, I guess, is what I'm trying to do. Tetris NEK0 436, 380 for Dengler. 5 below there for Dengler in columns 7 and 8 and 9. All right, setting up that Z spin. Dengler pulling out all the moves. With what amounts to a controller made on a 3D printer, which is amazing. I'm all for it. You know, I kind of look at the controller like a baseball glove, right? I think that there's room for like innovation and tinkering and, you know, kind of, you know, innovation within the basic form factor or something nearby, but crazy like, oh, let's just make a giant fielder's glove. Well, that would not be right. That would be outside of the bounds of the rules, right? So there are things that are within the bounds of what you would normally call a baseball glove, and then things out of bounds. And so, you know, I think these kind of things that people are doing with, you know, like Dengler's controller here, certainly in bounds. And I'm all for it. Who would be against innovation? All right, Dengler's right side pile high, but it's got a lot of material to burn against. And looks like he's going to survive. Well, I don't want to curse it here. Oh, did I? Oh. All right, he's getting uncovered, waiting out the bar. There's the bar, gets over, and Dengler will survive. Clip it and ship it to Linesman Media. Long bar over Tetris Dengler. There's another one, 623. 647 here for NEK0. 6 lines to go till 19. It's kind of funny because I felt a high degree of confidence that whole time. And it's like, even though it was a crazy high dig, like I just felt like, oh, well, of course he's going to get out of it. Like everything seemed very logical. which you would expect from somebody who, with his background, the perfect max out, stacking efficiency and all that. But yeah, everything seemed very logical and unpanicked, and you know. All right, Tetris, a Dengler, 733, 761 for NEK0. All right, Tetris Dengler, 791, 788 NEK0. So after all that with Dengler, he's well, they're basically tied in score, but NEK0 behind in lines. He's got lines in hand. So really, NEK0 with the best base here. Tetris Dengler, 882, 878 for NEK0. He's going to get a triple, clear up the stack a bit. NEK0 gets a Tetris Dengler with a couple. Dengler ahead 944 to 916. Tetris NEK0 946. So, you know, super close in score. A little bit of a separation in lines, but as you would expect, you know, Dengler playing up high, wasting pieces quickly. Tetris Dengler A42 NEK0 also has the max out here on 25. We're big pacing today. Yeah, I hadn't had soup. Honestly, I hadn't had soup in years. And of course, being sick and sore throat, kind of wanted some soup. Now I'm like all about soup. I just want soup all the time. B11 for NEK0 on 27. So again, big pacing here in this match. Dengler with the B20 here on 28. Tetris NEK0 B46. Tetris Dengler B55. Dengler into 29 at B91. NEK0 with the C19, one more available. Tetris Dengler C32. And NEK0 going to transition in with a 1.256. My God, I remember when that was the world record, for goodness sake. But now it's like, yeah, just transitioning in and keep playing. Crazy. C95 Dengler DO2 for NEK0. We've got two more matches after this one, guys. Tetris Dengler D39. D44 NEK0. NEK0 just on fire here. He's got the lead in D82 for him. Tetris NEK0 E21. Dengler D56. Skimming. Oh, he's going to miss with the bar. He's got to recover and get a bar over now to that right side. But if the bar doesn't come, oh no, and that misdrop with the bar. It's going to be Dengler's undoing in this game, and NEK0 is already ahead. If he had gotten another bar quickly, he maybe could have gotten it over, but then couldn't get that L over to the left to uncover the well. And then, of course, it was wraps from there. So NEK0 will be moving on. GG's to you, NEK0. And GG's to Dengler. I mean, crazy high scrambles. Amazing play. But, you know, you're running into a very similar, equal player here, PB-wise and potential. And another rollover here for NEK0. He's got the 1.7. He's working on the, I mean, he's got room to go. And he's got the 1.8. He's got room, man. He's got the 1.9 million. He could, if he goes perfect, he can get 3 more Tetrises. There's one. There's 2. Can he get a triple over? No, and that's going to be the 2 million. 2 million, just 2 million. Whatever. Just 2 million points and 15 extra points just for fun. Those pushdown points. Yeah, pushdown points are the difference. Is that, you think I would know if that was the first 2 million? That is the CTM record? How do you guys all know that and I don't know it? I guess I'm old. Oh my God. All right, well, a CTM record, 2 million in that final game for NEK0, the first 2 million in CTM history. Amazing. And more importantly, NEK0 will be moving on to the top 8 to face our next players, which is going to be Dog and IDKIRBY. So I'm going to go ahead and report the match 3-1. And then we will have Dog and IDKIRBY. Man, NEK0's so good. DENGLER's so good. I mean, geez, what a match. Seemed closer than 3-1. All right, let me run ads real quick. Make them dollar bills, y'all. And all right, here, we'll get this over here so I can. All right, it's gonna be Dog and IDKIRBY. So that's what we are gonna set up, 3 and 30 seeds. All right, I'll be ready to start in a moment, guys. All right, I am just about ready to start, so I'm going to give players some pieces. Syrup or syrup? Well, in New England, people just say syrup. Syrup, right? Not even either one of those. Ma, get the syrup. Ma, do we have another syrup down cellar? I'm going to Market Basket and get more syrup. All right, the pieces are going to be incoming. Be on the lookout, players. Here they are, D759DD. Market Basket. Of course, you know, if you're really New England OG, you would call it Demoulas. Even if it says Market Basket on the front, right? Ma, I'm going to Demoulas. Ma, I'm hitting Dunkers on the way to Market Basket. You want anything? All right, I'll bring it down cellar. You've never heard it called that? Well, because you're not old. But all the Market Baskets used to be called Demoulas after the Demoulas family. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's check the seeds. I already got burned once today. D759DD. All right, both players are ready here in this top 16 red bracket matchup between Dog and IDKIRBY. Let's get them started in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Well, this is a pretty wide separation in seeds. Dog, of course, the highest possible seed in the red bracket. Kirby, the lowest possible seed in the red bracket, but I mean, that's not, you know, I don't mean lowest like worst. I mean lowest like the lowest seed in the red bracket is number 30. So Kirby fought his way through two players, Chef O and Red Shirt, to earn a spot in the top 16. So, you know, here's a win for the new flat bracket format. So I'm excited to see what Kirby can do. On the left side, it is Dog, seed number 3, out of the United States of America, with a PB overall of just, you know, 29.4 million. And that is the current world record. Dog is a 9-time winner of CTM major events, inclusive of Lone Star and Masters and Mega Masters. That's what that star is. So 9 times, and it's tied for second with Fractal on the overall CTM wins list, behind, of course, the GOAT Corian. Dog, of course, your back-to-back CTWC winner, 2020-2021, the online years. Also has finished in the top 4, at least, in every single CTWC that he's ever played, including a finals appearance in 2024. And, of course, the first player to get to the rebirth screen, or basically, at least on the gym version, it's the so-called rebirth light, playing 256 total levels before wrapping around and playing, you know, back to 0 and then playing 91 more, 90 something more. It was around that. So Dog, all kinds of records. There's really nothing left to do in Tetris, my God, except to keep compiling and just keep, you know, adding to the legacy. 216 for Dog, 239 for Kirby. And on the right side, it is Kirby. Kirby been around the Tetris scene for a while. Has, I don't think has made it into a top. I think this is Kirby's first ever top 16 in Masters. He's played in multiple CTWCs. He made it into the silver bracket in 2022, bronze bracket 2021, made it into the gold bracket in 2023 and 2024, and plays at a lot of the kind of Texas oriented qualifiers and regionals. His first CTM action, I believe, at least at the higher than community level, was 2021 July. So looking forward to see what Kirby can do here against, you know, the world champ, or not the current one, but multiple time world champ. Also the reigning champ. Dog won not Mega Masters, No Cap November last month. So Dog looking to put together a streak. 422 for Dog, 406 for Kirby, who's hanging. Kirby qualifying into this tournament with a 1.155. And yeah, in fact, in virtue of playing this match right now, Kirby will get the Masters role in the Discord for the first time. Tetris for Dog, 471, 454 for Kirby. So it's good to have some new top 16ers this month. We had Guafi this month, who is also a new top 16er. And I think there was at least one more. 541 for Dog, 525 for Kirby. So we are pretty close. Dog up, when the lines are closed, Dog is up by less than a Tetris. Oh, kind of a pullback for Kirby with sort of a long Vitz there. That's all right. He's now actually set up. One skim away from Tetris readiness, gets it. So both players are going to have 600K transitions, assuming they make it the next couple lines. And Kirby is into 19 with a 624. So what a good game number one as your first ever Masters top 16 match. Tetris, Kirby, 648, 659 for Dog. There's a Tetris, Dog, 683. So yeah, this seeding really a win for the new 32-player flat bracket system. We had 4 of our lower seeds, 4 out of the 8 lower seeds in our top 16 bracket were from the 17 through 32nd seeds. So kind of validating that the players down the you know, who traditionally finished in challengers, you know, would be able to take down some of these players in the top 16 seeds. So maybe those 9th through 16 seeds don't like it too much because now they got to defend their spots. But I don't know. It's a lot of fun for me. 760 for Kirby, 843 for Dog. So Dog just motoring ahead here with an 843 on 22. All right, Kirby trying to get this well open. Does get it open. Long bar over Tetris Kirby, 797. He's set up again. 901 for Dog. 930 now after a Tetris. All right, there's a triple for Kirby to get uncovered, but immediately blocks the well just as the bar was coming. No problem. Gets another bar and uncovers, gets that Tetris. 840, but Dog, I mean, really is just automatic right now. Tetris for Dog. A21, the max out into 25. So got the Tetris on 24 into 25 to get that max out. So Dog big pacing right now. Kirby with a great score on 25. I mean, it's just playing Dog. That's the problem. So there's a triple for Kirby to uncover the well. All right, 860 here for Kirby. A94. One of our captures is having some problems. Don't worry, players do just keep playing. At this point, the results of this will stand. So do keep playing. Do not pause. Do not do anything. Just keep playing. And I will give the score checks that I can. B99 here for Dog. So just a couple points away from a 1.2 transition in. And I guess we will infer from body language when someone is done. All right, Dog is in at C56 into 29, so a big 1.2 transition, and I'm going to assume body language, that is going to be a top out for Kirby. And that is, yeah, there we go, A50. That is going to be a top out for Kirby. Dog will take game number 1. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened with the capture there, but hopefully that is not a persistent problem. So Dog will take that game 1. This is why I say do not pause. All right, well, double max outs for these players here in Kirby's Masters Top 16 debut. Excuse me. Sorry about that. If it was early in the game, we would restart the game, but late in the game with substantial action, we just let the results stand and let the scores speak. It's one of the perils of playing online, but unavoidable. All right, new pieces. Ronkley is correct. It's amazing any of this works. I know, for real. EAE0BB. EAE0BB. What's up, Chen? EAE0BB. EAE0BB. Okay, we are ready. Let's get them started. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Ayo Pidgeotto says, how you feeling, Vandy? Not great. You know, I usually feel better as the day continues. And then, you know, when I wake back up again, it's a problem. Had to take a couple of, I don't know, 2 doses of NyQuil to get through the night. But we're getting there. We're getting there. I don't normally take stuff like that, so I try to avoid it. All right, we are underway here in game number 2. Dog up 1-0. I think it's flu, which I can't say that I've actually had the flu in years and years and years. Tetris dog 99,000, but now it's going on like 10, it's going on 2 weeks. How long have I been sick? Yeah, I mean, it kind of started it just started as kind of like I don't know. It's been kind of, it's a long tail kind of thing. Do you not get flu vaccines over there? There are flu vaccines, but not everybody gets them. And I almost never get sick. I mean, so I usually don't get them. Immune system pretty strong. 189 from Kirby, but this one got me. All right, dog's left side a little bit messed up here. The Tetris is going to help bring this stack down so he can access that left side with no problem. Although I got COVID 3 times, even after getting jabbed. But, you know, part of me wanted to get COVID because I didn't want to go to work. So I think on some level, I was inviting it. But now I want to work, right? CTM. My job now, so I don't want to get sick. 281 for Kirby, gets a Tetris 304, 250 for Dog. I was going to COVID parties. Yep, that's right. What a crazy time. 296 for Dog. Tetris for Kirby, 372. Kirby right now about a 76,000 point lead. I know, lazy bum didn't want to work. Now I want to. You know, I love my job. So it's kind of frustrating because I had, you know, big plans this month and I just haven't had the energy or attention span to do anything except for try to get these streams in. So hopefully it'll be over soon. 443 from Kirby, 368 from Dog. I think I'm getting better. Chillin' Buddy with the Prime sub. 32 months, thanks, Chillin' Buddy. Says, let's go Dog. All right, lines are tied. Kirby with the 70,000 point lead. Kirby Tetris 493. Tetris Kirby 516. If you have a Prime. That's a good point, Mari. You know, if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, then you also get a Twitch Prime subscription free, basically, that you can apply to the Twitch streamer of your choice every single month. And you can, you know, support a streamer. It's nothing extra for you, but it gives a little bit of an extra financial boost to your appointed streamer. So you don't have to use it on us, but you know, you will lose it if you don't use it every single month. So, you know, keep us in the mix. A couple of misdrops here for Kirby, going to slow him down. This is going to allow Dog maybe to cut into this lead a little bit as we head into the 19 phase in just a few lines. See what Kirby's going to do here. He's going to take that triple on the chin and just try to get a good workable board into 19. Tetris for Dog into 19 at 525. Kirby is in at 581. Tetris for Dog. All right, Kirby, though, not Tetris ready. He's got to work away a few rows of garbage. So Summer B has gifted 5 subscriptions to the Classic Tetris Monthly community. You are part of a community now, believe it or not. I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to be part of a community, but apparently I am now. And Summer B has just gifted 5 subscriptions to that community. Thank you so much, Summer B. Make us feel fine. Indeed. So Nino, Chauncey, Finoya, Elivi, and Ramon's TKO, you are now, like it or not, subscribers to us on Twitch. 647 for Kirby, 679 for Dog through all that gift sub mumbo jumbo. Dog now in the lead. Tetris for Kirby, 705. Oh my word, Lori has become what, a member? Or no, Laurie using her membership chat to say over 100 in chat and only 22 likes. So if you're on YouTube, Laurie's big campaign is to get you all to like the stream. So 833 for Dog, 803 for Kirby. Same line count. Kirby back by 30,000 points. Level 24. Like and subscribe. That's right. Oh, that's a member milestone chat. Oh, Amari knows the YouTube. I see. Dog 920. Oh, excuse me. Dog 927, 870 for Kirby. There's a Tetris for Kirby. Remember, after this match, NEK0 will play the winner. 936 for Kirby. 964 for Dog. Tetris Kirby, 969. 20 lines away from the 29 speed increase. Max out for Dog on 27. Max out for Kirby on 27. Same line count. Dog ahead by 29,000. Tetris Dog. A69. A40 for Kirby. Chiller and Mari conspiring against me in Discord. It's inevitable. It'll happen someday. A81 for Kirby. A78 for Dog. Tetris Kirby B17. He's got a 1.1 going into 29. So does Dog. They basically have the same score headed into 29, so they couldn't be any closer as they head into this 29 phase. Kirby B60 here. Long bar Tetris Dog B64. He's back in the lead. Kirby trying to work this board down. All right, Kirby's work down. Dog getting Tetris ready. Skimming away. Trying to work it down. Kirby is center for a Tetris and gets it. Dog has to take a triple. Tetris for Kirby, C67. He's in the lead. He's getting aggro, going for the Tetris to get set up of passing on triples to go for Tetrises and getting them. Crazy. D12 for Kirby. There's another one. D53. Dog at C94. Tetris for Dog. D36. So a 20,000 point lead for Kirby right now. Dog needs a bar. He's actually set up for a dirty if he can keep it open. He does keep it open. He gets a dirty. D82. He's back in the lead. 40 lines to go till the super kill screen. D97 for Dog. Tetris for Dog. E40. Kirby pressing, pushing, going for Tetris, is getting one. E26 pressing again for a Tetris. He's building up for it. And oh no, the top of his board is going to be a mess, and that's going to be a top out at E29 for Kirby. And that is a PB. That's a PB, right? Is that a PB, Kirby? I have you at 1.3. Oh, 1.554 is current PB. All right. That was at the beginning of the month. Kirby's been grinding this month. Dog gonna take this game number 2. But your PB was 1.3 on the leaderboard at the beginning of the month, wasn't it? Or have you been grinding? Very close to a PB anyway. 1.429. Amazing game. And Kirby pushing Dog. Maybe more than Dog had expected. But Kirby was just going aggro, and you could see there were a couple times he could have passed on a Tetris and just taken a safe triple, but he went for it. So, and no, yeah, Dog with the rollover, of course, amazing. My word, it's still 1.3 on the leaderboard. Kirby, update your darn PB on the leaderboard. Well, GG's, what a great game here in game number 2. My word. Well, Kirby in chat says can't beat Dog. Well, I mean, get in line with that, right? You did update it? All right. Well, I guess I'll have to get it next time. Kirby with the world must know. Kirby with the 1.54 PB. That's amazing. All right, let's go ahead and get game number 3 underway. Here's the pieces. Man, Kirby just on fire. Wow, listen, all the leaderboard stuff is all volunteers, so you don't push on them too hard. It's great that anybody's doing anything, really. So, especially the DAS one, which is more niche. It's fine. Whew. What a game. Oh, Dog hiding. Dog has replaced himself with an AI clone. That little, see when his camera went offline for a second? That's an AI clone. E35 to E7. All right, let's go ahead and get them both underway here in game number 3 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Dan V with a good point. Making players update their PB in 2 places. I know. But that's where, that's where I go. Harold is back with the 3, 2, 1 countdown bits. Thank you, Harold. Appreciate that. And over on YouTube, we just had Lori gift 5 memberships to the YouTube Classic Tetris monthly community. And the recipients of those have been Kayla Hawkins, Intricately, Liam, Random Boy, and then another person who it didn't say who it was. But thank you, Laurie, for those 5 memberships over to the YouTube channel. Appreciate that. I saw those out of the corner of my eye, but there's a little bit of Tetris action happening, so figured I would stay with that. Tetris Kirby 74,000 and another one 96. Dog underway here. A little bit of a jacked up board. Very similar to his opening for that game number 2. Which I think, Dog, obviously you coming in, he's Dog. He's got a PB of 29.4 million. He's done like nearly everything he could possibly do. Up against a player making his debut. I think Dog, probably kind of, taking his foot off the gas a little bit, prioritizing safety over high score in the early part of the rounds, figuring he can make it up in the later part of the game, just to see what the other players got. Sound strategy, strategically, right thing to do. On the other hand, Kirby almost made him pay for it. I mean, Kirby is really pushing him in that game. 171 for Dog. Tetris Kirby 215, and there's another one for Kirby 215. You do see that a lot with Dog, especially I think against newer or less experienced players. See him, you know, a lot of times lag or not lead in those games early, only to come on and just obviously do his Dog thing late. All right, there we go. Kind of a messy little spin tuck kind of situation there for Dog. All right, so Dog trying to bring order back to this board. Not going to go for the risky, or initially for the risky dirty Tetris setup, and he's going to take the immediate triple. Just work this down with triples. No big deal. That's going to allow Kirby to get out to a lead, though. He's at 310. Dog at 235. Tetris Kirby 333. All right, Dog there with the unnecessary long bar adjustment. It's all right, but now there's a necessary one. Very good. 282 for Dog, 357 for Kirby. And Kirby used the long bar to fix the stack rather than get the Tetris. Rewarded with another long bar, he gets it. 405 for Kirby, 329 for Dog. Tetris Kirby 427. Tetris Kirby 450. All right, Kirby humming along here. 497 through 103. Fairly healthy transition pace and around 100 lines. Tetris Kirby 519. Potentially on track for another 600K pre-transition. So an impressive debut so far for Kirby, but still Dog up 2 games to none. So Kirby needs to win this one to stay in the tournament. Tetris Kirby 565. Tetris Dog 451. All right, another Tetris Dog 498. Kirby with the Tetris, he's got the 600K. So he will have another 600K pre-transition. Another Tetris Kirby, looking for one more, potentially. Yeah, and another one here would give him a 650K. So long bar in Tetris, 659 transition for Kirby. I mean, what is happening in Tetris in 2025? 30 seed coming in here with multiple 600K transitions. Tetris Kirby 524 into 19 for Dog. So about a 130 point lead, 130,000 point lead for Kirby at transition. Tetris Dog 576, 710 for Kirby. Yeah, Kirby's been grinding on Twitch last few weeks, trying to make the most of his appearance here in top 16. Doing it so far. I mean, obviously Dog ahead, but Kirby's performing well. I mean, he definitely belongs. All right, Kirby trying to work this down. Dog trying to work it down. Neither player in good position to score here. They're just trying to get these boards down so they can start scoring again at some point in the future. All right, Kirby drilled back down. He's ahead by 205,000 points. Here's a Tetris Kirby 836. Dog finally out, gets a Tetris 635. Again, that 200,000 point lead for Kirby right now. All right, long bar, Kirby 876. Dog, Tetris 726. He's cut the lead to about 150,000 now. Other Tetris Dog 758. No, rough sequence of pieces here for Kirby. See if he can avoid making gaps here. But yeah, the game just trolling a little bit relative to his stack. No problem. Looking to uncover this. And he's like one piece away from uncovering, which he is. Long bar over Tetris, Kirby 950. Tetris, Dog 856. About 100,000 point lead now for Kirby. So Dog starting to pick up the pace. Lori H on YouTube says, let's go Kirby. Tetris, Dog 889. Maxo for Kirby on 27. There's a Tetris Dog 924. The lead about 100,000. There's a Tetris Dog 961. Kirby having to take some burns here. Dog trying to stay efficient. Ends up having to cover a gap there. All right, Tetris Kirby A67, kind of Z vertical over there in left column. The right column. So now he's going to try to work this down. A41 for Dog. He's now within 34,000 points with a clean board. Kirby having to work his board down. And this is going to be tough. And oh no, that left side could be the end for Kirby. And that is going to be the end for Kirby. A82 in this game, but there is a chase down. Dog does have to chase this down another 10,000 points. So let's see if Dog can get it. And that is going to do it. Dog will take game number 3. But big ups to Kirby. You know, at several points had huge leads over Dog. Really put Dog through his paces in that post 29. Man, really showed us something here. So Kirby coming out of that 30 seed. And, you know, maybe he's starting to establish a little bit of a reputation here, and I'm looking forward to see what we can, what Kirby brings in the future. So great debut. Of course, you're always going to run into a master in this tournament at this stage in the game. So GG's to Kirby, you did great. All right, we'll watch Dog mulling it out a little bit here. He's got the 1.2, just 33 lines to go. All right, he's got the 1.3. So this is all going to set up Dog versus NEK0, the 3 and 6 seeds. Ultimately, we're getting the top 2 seeds in the red bracket. All right, just, you know, whatever, the 1.469. All right, give us a moment. We're going to be back with Dog versus NEK0. Man, I don't know, maybe 3 minutes or so. Oh, excuse me. I coughed into the microphone. I'm so sorry. I thought I hit the mute button. I didn't. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, that was gross. Sorry. All right, everybody, I am back. Thanks for hanging out. One of our players has requested just a few minutes to attend to something, so still waiting on them. In the meanwhile, we're watching NEK0 just bonkers, 29 invisible, crazy. So might be a couple more minutes before we get our other player here. All right, sorry about that. Looks like Dog is back now. All right, so just one game of 29 visible. That's it now. All right. In 60 seconds, players, I'm going to give you pieces, or 30 seconds. 30 seconds. All right, is that 30 seconds? Anyway, here are the pieces, players, for when you're ready. 6A, C5, E1, 6A, C5, E1. 6A, C5, E1. Oh, it's not the top 16 anymore. It's now the top 8. All right, both players are ready. This is our top 8 match for the red bracket. Dog and NEK0, the winner, will move on to the semifinals. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Starting off with the JIL. On the left side, it is Dog playing Tetris, aka Dog, aka Michael Kahn. Check him out on Spotify. Seed number 3 out of the USA with a PB of 29.4 million, a 9-time CTM winner, 2-time CTWC world champion, 5 times in the top 4 or higher in CTWC. And first rebirther on the gym Rebirth. Current score world record holder. And maybe most importantly, the owner and administrator of Classic Tetris Brawl. It is Dog. He's got 114 on the right side, coming out of seed 6 from Russia with a 5.15 million PB. It's his 5th or 6th appearance in the top 16 here in the Masters event. Is, I guess, won the CT Russia tournament this year. According to chat, if you believe chat, was 2nd last year. Really made his Masters debut in 2024. So another one of these players that are kind of on the rise starting in 2024, starting to make a name for themselves and maybe not winning you know, major event like Masters or something like that, but putting themselves in the conversation for the future. It is NEK0 264 for NEK0 275 here for Dog. Now, people in chat were saying this match will pit the two players against one another who have comp 2 millions. So is that correct? NEK0 has a 2 million in comp. What is that? CTL? And of course, Dog. And that is right. Okay, well, who knows? Can we see double 2 millions? I mean, not last match. All right, well, Dog has one. That's right. NEK0 last match. True. Yeah, like a half an hour ago. I mean, where was Dogs? I guess I meant where was Dogs? Where was Dogs? Is that in CTL? I said NEK0's. CTL. Yeah, I meant Dog, not NEK0. 384 for NEK0, 392 for Dog. Yeah, sorry about that. 384 for NEK0, 438 for Dog. I'm the king of verbal typos, okay? And typing typos. Just nuts. All right, Tetris for NEK0, 429. There is another Tetris, NEK0, 452, 461 for Dog. Tetris NEK0, 475, 487 for Dog. These two have faced each other one time in Masters, and that was in the top 8 of September of last year. Dog took that one in a decider, 3-2. They've also faced each other in CTL, and Dog took all of those. So NEK0 looking for his first match win against Dog, at least in CTM and CTL. Tetris for NEK0, 593, 566 for Dog. All right, we're into 19. Both players with 600K transitions, which is bonkers. Another Tetris here for NEK0, 692. Dog setup, long bar over Tetris, Dog, 688. Big pacing here for both of these players, which would make sense. These are the two players that have a 2 million in a competitive game. NEK0 getting his in his earlier match, Dog getting it in CTL. I mean, can you imagine a 4 million combined game if we get that? Now, what is the biggest combined game? And what is the highest losing score, people? You record keepers in chat. 830 for NEK0. 798 for Dog. Those of you who are just joining us, apologies again for my voice, still sick. Well, we're not talking about no cap. Obviously, we're not talking about no cap. There's no cap. There is a cap here. Doozy. Doesn't help. Aren't you the funny one? 870 for NEK0, 887 for Dog. So Dog now in the lead by about 40,000 points. Right, Tetris NEK0 915. Dog's got the max out. He's on 26 now, but he had it in 25. NEK0 now with a max out on 26. Tetris NEK0, Tetris Dog. Dog ahead by 34,000 points. Back by about 4 or 5 lines. And don't forget, we do have more Masters action for you later today in about 4 hours. Our final top 16 bracket will be played. That's going to be the green bracket. Off the top of my head, I think, let's see who's in there. Chiller's in there, SV's in there, Sodium, Tristop. I think those are the ones. B75 into 29 for NEK0. All right, Dog into 29 at B66, so pretty similar 29 entry. NEK0 set up for Tetris, skimming a Tetris, gets it C28. Long bar Tetris, Dog C17. Just 10,000 points separating these two players. Dog has lines in hand though, 10 or 12 lines in hand. Could become a factor as we get deeper and deeper into this game. NEK0 trying to set this board. He skims, he does. Dog gets a Tetris D04. Oh no, that left side for NEK0. Let's see what he can do to try to bring this down. Can he uncover? No, he's gonna miss with that S, as players so often do. I will see if he can recover here. And he's making a go of it. Oh my word. He might get out of this. What the heck? Oh no, and he's gonna miss with the J piece to the left. And that's gonna be a top out for NEK0, and Dog is good in game number 1. Oh my word. So I mean, NEK0 had a chance to bring that down. He got like that perfect L piece right when he needed it to sort of work that stack back down, but I mean, not easy by any means. The Dog gets the game. Excuse me. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Anyway, all right. New pieces for these players. E1709E. Dog takes game number 1. Gets a rollover and more in the Mullen phase. And I don't even... Does that represent a... is 1.7 does it actually improve or degrade his FMS? Like, you know, at this point, probably so high that... like a 1.7 is like, oh man, my stats. All right, E1709E, both players on seed, both players ready, everybody good and happy. Let's get him started in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So great bracket so far, this red bracket. some thrilling stacking, chase downs, debuts. I called some guy on YouTube an idiot. I mean, what else could you want? Harold with the 3, 2, 1 countdown bits. Yes, that's the other thing that I would want is countdown bits. So, yeah, perfect bracket, in my opinion. All right, a little bit of a misdrop there for NEK0. Oh, and he's got, I mean, that, you didn't even see, the piece move in between those two spots for NEK0. It's like 100 million hertz tapping over there with the quadruple tuck or whatever of that bar. What was that? That was bonkers. $116 NEK0, 121 for Doug. Steel CE. Why is every Tetris channel going live simultaneously? Oh, are they? They're farming the raid. That's what it is. They all want this delicious raid. All right, NEK0 line dependent there in column 7. Gets the line. That gets him Tetris ready. Sets up a tuck here. Trying to stay efficient. All right, Tetris for Dog, 213, 208 for NEK0. Kingsman is here. Kingsman, who should I raid after this stream? Maybe I'll let Kingsman decide. Then I don't have to think about it. 233 for NEK0. Wars? I raid Wars all the time. Future Circuit finale? Well, that's going to be over by the time this is over, right? All right, so NEK0 in a little bit of a slowdown. This is going to allow Dog maybe to catch up a little bit. Good stacking here for Dog. Get Tetris ready in 2 pieces with that L-piece and that incoming bar. $10 contribution to the prize pool from Rena. The fridge. Cute Pup Jesus thinks I should raid the fridge. Oh my God, that sounds amazing right now. Tetris, NEK0. Dog now in the lead. He's back by a couple lines and ahead by 20,000 points. Mari says, I'll gift like 5 memberships if double 2 million happens in CTM this year. Well, you may as well do it now because it's going to happen, right? You may as well just do it now. No, do it later. You'll be paying with cheaper money later because of inflation. So. All right, 384 NEK0, 383 for Dog. Tetris Dog 453, so still about that 20,000 point lead. Tetris for both. Oh, so Futures Finals is happening on this stream in just under an hour. All right, so we'll stick it here. We won't rate anybody. We'll just rate ourselves. Oh, sorry about that. I'm muted. Sorry, I'm muting and unmuting so often. Anyway, yes. So yeah, unfortunately, NEK0 couldn't get the Tetris well that he was going for established soon enough, and then once he did, he couldn't get the bar soon enough, and that just ended up being unsurvivable and topping out. So Dog here is going to take the number 2. So, you know, not a combined 2 million, barely a combined 1 million. Even Dog himself saying that was brutal. So yeah, sorry about that. I'm just muting and unmuting so often that I got to really pay attention to making sure I'm moving the meter when I talk. All right. We're going to get these players some new pieces for game 3. I mean, that again, 18 haters. Like, you get a guy here who can play Invisible 29, and yet, even the 18. Even 18 poses its challenges. Yes, it would, Sledge. You got me. You got me, Sledge. I said something inadvertently incorrect. Internet 1, Vandy 0. You got me. It would be a combined 4 million. You're right. You're right. Oh my God. Well, we're canceling CTM. Javan T says 54-piece drought. All right. 3F2 8B6. 3F2 8B6. Okay, both players ready. Game number 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Dog up 2 games to none. NEK0 looking to start a comeback attempt here. Is going to need to win this one and then 2 more in a row. He wants to continue on in this tournament and make it to the semifinals. Harold with the 3, 2, 1 countdown mini bits. Thank you so much, Harold. And if you want to contribute to that prize pool, we're $490 away from our $2,000 top 8 incentive. Right now, only one of these players is gonna get a prize, but if we get to 2,000, then both of these players will get a prize. That would be nice. NEK0 has a deep T-spin kind of setup there, but the T doesn't come, so we just have to fill it in with, you know, some errant Z or whatever. And he's got a deep channel here that he's trying to keep open. Oh no. All right, long bar goes in for NEK0. So now he's got to get to work here. Try to work this back down. Nice J for that double. All right, NEK0 77,000. That's a good phrase for it, Steel CE. Burn procrastination. I'm going to remember and steal it. 166 for Dog, 77,000 for NEK0. I like when like YouTube is, you know, 30 seconds behind in the comments, so they're like just getting some of this NEK0 stuff. All right, nice adjustment there for NEK0. I'm sure it has a name. I don't know what the name is, but he's Tetris ready now. 147 gets a Tetris. 218 for Dog. I mean, guys, you guys are supposed to get me to the Say the Line song, you know? All right, a skim for Dog and a Tetris 267. He's ahead by 72,000 points or so. Jesus the Frog, are you serious with the $1,000 contribution to the prize pool? My word. You know, 500 would have been fine, Jesus the Frog. Jesus living frog got us to 2,500. All right, NEK0 fighting again near the top of the board. Thank you so much, Jesus the Frog. An amazing contribution. Again, 500 would have been fine. I mean, we'll take it. Players aren't going to be unhappy about it. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. That is amazingly generous. So we've hit our goal now. We're paying the top 8. $266 for NEK0. $395 after Tetris for Dog. All right, Tetris Dog, 418. 291 NEK0. Dog back by about 4 to 7 lines. All right, well now NEK0's got even more of a reason to try to force his comeback. Tetris NEK0, 359, 487 for Dog. All right, NEK0 spiring in the middle of the stack here. He's going to work around it. He's actually set up for a dirty Tetris. Gets it. And I accidentally reported the match wrong in the NEK0 match. I switched the scores, so I got to fix all that. So the bracket will not be correct until I fix it. All right, T-spin for NEK0. Kind of a low transition here, 396 into 19. Dog with a 600K transition. So about a 207,000 point advantage at transition. All right, Dog setting up that spin tuck thing. Gonna miss the double tuck of the T at the bottom of the stack. It's gonna slow him down a couple lines, but he's got, he's got lines to spare. At least for now. You never really want to say that because we've seen players come back from big deficits before. Tetris Dog, 681. NEK0 trying to cut into that lead. Skim and a Tetris for Dog. And the lines are close. It's still about that 205,000 point lead for Dog. No, this is not insurmountable. This is surmountable. So definitely players got to keep going. 716 for Dog. 589. There's a lot of points in that, those late 30 levels. Tetrises get to be 40,000 points, and you can very quickly get, 3 Tetrises on your opponents while they're digging and get right back into it. So no lead is safe here in Classic Tetris in 2025. 646 for NEK0, 803 for Dog. And NEK0's board starting to climb a little bit. Covered well, trying to uncover, does uncover. Bar gets over. Tetris NEK0 and another one. 747. Dog with a Tetris, 883. And another one. Lines are tied at just that moment. It was about 164,000 point lead at the moment when their lines were tied. So I try to give the score checks if I can. All right, so yeah, about 190,000 point lead when the lines are tied. All right, we're into 29. Dog with the A96, now the 1.1. NEK0 is in at A06, or a little under that, but he gets to A06. So Dog with about 100,000 point lead right now. So NEK0 cutting into that lead a bit. Tetris Dog B79. There's one for NEK0, A93. All right, D15 here for Dog. C64 for NEK0. Long bar over. Triple for NEK0 to bring this down. C82. Dog. D67. Dog trying to set up. Looking to get set up. He is set up. Looking for the bar here. The scores are really close now. Just a few thousand points away from each other. E15 for Dog, E13 for NEK0. So NEK0 really piling on the points here. Dog has a few lines in hand and a very small lead when the lines are tied. So Dog, E71. Tetris for Dog, F15, E30 for NEK0. NEK0 with a Tetris E83, F23 for Dog. Trying to stay ahead here, takes a skim and a triple. F50, NEK0 is into 38. Trying to fill in for a Tetris. He is set up. The bar is not going to come, and that's going to be a top out for NEK0 at F30. And another rollover for Dog is going to take it for him. He has won this match 3 games to none. With a rollover, a 1.6, NEK0 with the 1.53. What a game. I mean, a sweep, but I mean, nowhere really close. I mean, obviously these players have the ability to put up huge scores. I mean, the huge scores, yeah. Cox, Danny J says, crazy to get those scores and get swept, but I mean, what can you do? I mean, Dog just on another planet right now. NEK0 did amazing. But it will be Dog moving on. This cat is the cat is not pleased, but he's handling it with dignity and grace. You know, he's looking off into his future and he's saying, you know, better things will come. I think is what he's saying. So, all right, let me go ahead and. I'm not going to be able to show you the bracket because I messed up and I reported the wrong results. So I got to go fix that. But just imagine in your minds that the red bracket is populated by the name Dog playing Tetris coming out of seed number 3. It's going to be Blue Scooty, Meme, and then someone versus Green. Now later today, we're going to have Tristop, Sodium. So over on the right side, those are the matches. Tristop, Sodium, SV, and Chiller. That is going to happen in 4.5 hours. Now, I don't know what... Allegedly, the Futures Finals are supposed to take place after this. Are we staying right here? Let me look at the events. It's not on the events calendar, so I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Chiller, are you sleeping? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. But while I'm figuring that out, I will go ahead and thank our patrons, Scott Gray 76, K9 Watching Tetris, and Tackneris. Corporal 381, Shall Be Satisfied, Cacket 91, Jay in the Window, Troy, Dan, Kim, S, Sticker and double Sticker Club level members. Not going to the top of the hour. All right, I'll rate everyone away then, no problem. Leave it on for YouTube. We don't have a way to broadcast that to YouTube, unfortunately. It's extra dollars to get additional streamers, and I don't know who the streamer's going to be like every month, so I can't give everyone a stream key to it. But anyway, patreon.com/monthly Tetris. Thank you. Big thanks to Cute Pup Jesus for the contribution to that prize pool, $1,000 to get us over the hump here. So we will be paying the top 8 in the tournament again. We've hit that $2,000 like nearly every month. Thanks also to Rena this stream for getting us to the $10. And of course, the big supporters of the prize pool this month, Jesus the Frog and Scott Gray, as well as Cousin Avi, Summer B, Agathis, Jen Bros. Thank you so much. Also, thank you to Lori for gifting 5 memberships over on YouTube, and Mari for gifting that 1 membership. Also, thank you to Harold for all those countdown bits, Summer B with the 5 community subs, Chillin' Buddy, Frisco Steve, Mr. Burrow, Lori with the gift sub, Rena for the subs on Twitch. So thank you all so very much. Your $10 is not small, believe me. We need everyone doing $10. Like, can't count on everyone coming through with these big, dollar bills, y'all. Dog says, I really like the prelim format for Masters. Shows by how many seeds below 16 get into the top 16. I agree. So big endorsement for Dog. Appreciate your saying that. The way the players feel about it is important to me, but thank you, Dog. All right, everybody, I'm going to raid you off. YouTube, you are dismissed. Come back in 4.5 hours. We'll see you then. And Twitch, we will raid you off to somewhere.